very good. Some beautiful things. If I tell you I'm going to play Brahms F major sonata second movement, what's the first thing you think of?
Beginning's very peaceful.
Uh-huh. Okay. And just the beginning, or let's say if we're talking about it in general?
I think there are different kind of levels of chaos underneath this kind of peaceful exterior.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. What does affettuoso mean?
Affected.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Kind of almost pained, in a way, inwardly pained.
Right, exactly, right? So when you start these pizzas, I know, of course, we're thinking about projecting the sound and everything, right? But I would first of all try it with a thumb, because you just have more meat there, rather than this can sound a little bit casual. Even if you don't mean to, it can sound just by nature. It can sound this way. Can you try a little bit? Then you can switch. But until you resolve it, can you try it? Okay, right now I hear you thinking about the crescendo, but I don't feel this kind of... Can you really feel like you're playing his part? I'm sorry, what's your name, sir? Nathan. You feel like you're playing Nathan's part. So just imagine that you're playing this on the piano, even though you're playing this part with him. And so you have to empathize with each other, okay? Yes, listen. Great. Now this crescendo was very beautiful that you did into this note here, but can you... I'm not a pianist, so you have to forgive me tell me if this isn't possible. But if you can connect these two pieces as much as possible, these chords, so that can really help the line blossom. Well, you do it together, please. Yes, okay. Mm-hmm. Listen well. Yes. Come out of what he's given you. Yeah. Right. Because you are a counter melody. The cello is the counter melody until now. Before you came ba da da dum, a little bit too muscular, but this is part of what he's doing. It helps him, and it helps the line a lot. Can you just do the third bar? That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Come out again. Now phrase with him. Right. Now it's your turn. Great. Wonderful. Thank you. Now to help you sustain this, because of course the challenge is to really keep this kind of steady line going, and it takes a very long time. If you will help yourself, and this is, I was talking about this a little bit earlier today, you give yourself much more mileage with the bow if you move with it. So to the left on the down bows, so can I play with you there, bar number 5? So. So I saved the bow in the beginning. Answer him. Now here I think you can both take a little bit more time into that. Because finally you resolve together. You have all this tension and then finally just a little release. Mm-hmm. A little. So, but do you see though how I was moving with it? So
against the bow.
Against the bow, exactly. Yeah, but against the bow, and all of these things. Even though you have melody now, but he has this underneath. I mean, we're talking about all this stuff underneath. Make sure that that's reflected in your long notes as well. Okay?
Sure.
Try. Move against it. No, the other way. Yes. Great. It's much better already. But don't crescendo in the first bar. It's espressivo, yes, but no crescendo.
Right.
Yeah, try. And I say it just because it makes the crescendo that much more meaningful when you actually do get to it. Right? Don't crescendo. Now here, a little hairpin. Da-dee-dee-da. Now move against the bow, move against it. The other way. Yes, sir. Now you have, yeah. I'm sorry, I was talking too much. In the crescendo bar, can you do the crescendo bar one more time? And so yeah, it's the bar 7. You almost didn't do any crescendo in this now. You just do this by yourself once, just to practice. Saving, it's like, you know, your parents tell you to save your money and then spend it, right? So this is the same thing with bowing. So I save it to the frog. I have to really save. You see, and then that way it can have this kind of gradual trajectory. Right. If you do that, all right? Try it once just by yourself, so we can work out the bow speed. Bow, move against the bow. Da, dee, da, da. Now move with the bow. Yeah. Okay. It's very good until the forte bar, which I think you're not allowing yourself because you're spending too early. So you have to really save like crazy in the very beginning. See, I'm barely moving the bow. Da, da, dee, da. Try just the forte bar. More. Okay. Good saving, but move now. Okay? I'm going to push you a little bit. Don't be alarmed. Feels better, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's much, much freer. The sound is much more open. All right? Now, can you try it together? Bar number, bar 5. Going back. Now listen really well to the harmonies and be inspired by the harmonies. Crescendo only here, and then now come back. Crescendo. More. Listen. That way. Great. Much better, much better. Now here, where you just stop, where you have all these triplets, can you talk to each other more? It's much more of a dialogue than you're doing. So can you start the forte bar again? I think it's bar 8, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, be inspired by each other's harmonies. So these are incredible moments in B major, such a rich key. To the left and then to the right, yes. Listen. Good. Great. Now, can you tell me the other part was much better. What's the character here?
Almost casual.
Casual. How do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Maybe more of a kind of returned relaxation.
Yeah, I think, yes, at the same time though, what's different about this than the very beginning?
The piano's accompaniment.
Exactly, yeah. And what's different about that?
It is an accompaniment.
Aha. What I'm getting at is rhythmically, it's very different.
Right.
What are you doing?
It's different rhythms. He has duples and I have triplets.
Right. So that means you are crossing.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to. Sorry. No, it's okay. The crossing. This is something that you see all over Brahms's music, right? So this is what gives it. Even though you have you're back to F sharp and everything. You're back to the home harmony. Let's say the home key. There's still something that these rhythms rub against each other. They cross. Can I play with you? How about actually no? I'd like to play at 10. Then I keep playing with him a little bit. Then I'm not going to pull him out of rhythm, but it felt different, right? So this way. So we just start there. I'm kind of enjoying this. We have this friction. Yeah, it's a different kind of friction. You know what I mean? Yeah. Try at number 12. Mm-hmm. Yes. Good. Now connect this a little bit more. You don't have to slide, but I think it doesn't quite work. So more expressive. If you don't want to slide, it's also. But it's not just. That's what is in between the notes. That's more important. Mm-hmm. All right?
14?
Yeah, that's perfect. Once more. And both of you can enjoy the crossing more. Sure. You can't enjoy this enough, basically. This is something very special. Now diminuendo. Now this I'm sorry to be picky, but this is just leading into this. Sure. So help him with it. Don't cut off the note abruptly. Just the last bar. So it's number 15. Beautiful. What's the dynamic?
Dynamic is pianissimo dolce.
Yeah, it can be a full dynamic shifter. Okay. But it was very beautiful, the line that you created. But this is really, really very tender, right. Very intimate, very personal.
Can I start from that bar, the pianissimo? Great.
So it's 16. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Good. What's the character here?
Kind of foreshadowing some more tension.
Yeah, definitely a lot of foreboding in there. I would start it down bow if I were you, just so that you can, I think it'll put you in a better place. Can I start with you there? It's even in the way you cue that, that last eighth note. Can you do the 2 bars before the double bar? No, just with me, if you don't mind, so I can show you what I mean. This is it's almost without vibrato. Huh? You like it? Okay, good.
Same place?
Yes. Yeah. 2 bars before the double bar. Crescendo. Open. Okay, where's the diminuendo? Where's the diminuendo?
Diminuendo is
doesn't exist.
no.
Yeah, you did a huge one. It was so good. And I was like, wait, what? Am I missing something? No. Yeah, there you go. So it's a dee-da. This is very expressive. So if I can just play with you there at 22. It worked, but I wouldn't do such a quick slide into the G flat. But you have to work that on your own. So. So it should be very, very open.
Sure.
Okay? Try.
Let's see from.
I didn't do the right fingering. That was so that was 22. Yep. Just one other idea. At this, where did you just stop? Yeah. At the forte, can you take a little bit more time? Just a little bit more. Yeah, you'll be able to hear it very, very easily. Okay. Great. And with these, since you're doing them mostly down bows, right? And then this is up bow, or are you doing down bow here? Okay, good. Then lean to the left. You get much more zone. So to the right on the upper, you're up. I guess you're right on the you're upper here, right? Okay, good. All right. Same thing. 22. Sure. the same impact without the percussion?
So,
Yes. Yeah, I would. And actually, I would start this down as well. So, and you can even go up the C string if you want. This has much more rich sound.
Right.
Is that okay? How about the 28?
28.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No percussion. No percussion. You can do it without it. You can have just as much impact without that, because that's not you're not Stravinsky. This is still Brahms. It still has to have this roundness. Right. No matter how strong your attack is, it still has to have padding.
Okay.
You see? Okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, still. I love it that you took the percussion out. That's fantastic. But still articulate, so because now I can barely hear now it sounds like wah. You see what I mean? So you can do that just, with the wrist motion. Let's see, where is it? It's actually kind of pressure with the index finger. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Can I go right from 30?
Sure. 30 is good. Don't lose it. Right. What's your dynamic? What do you start with? What are you coming out of at 30?
F. Forte.
Yes. And diminuendo throughout the whole bar, so you've got a long way to go before the pianissimo.
Right.
So I would let it go much later.
Okay.
So, okay, once more. Bom, bom. And not bum, bum, but bom, bom. Even though percussion is out, which is great, but still, it's a round rhythm.
Okay.
Bom, bom. Okay? Now, articulate. Yes. Talk to each other. Talk to each other. Respond to it. Yes. Get inspired by what he's doing. Don't crescendo. No crescendo, no crescendo, no crescendo. Now! Yes! Keep the tension. Okay, good. Now, I want to just experiment with something. The A string pizzas are working very well. However, what do you want to be louder, the C string or the A string? What part of the phrase is really the climax of it?
Probably C.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't want to do maximum here. So can I, at 40, let's see. Okay. This is where I do the thumb. Here, major. So can you play the major chord? You see what I mean? Yeah, yeah, good. So this is the maximum. So Let him play forte. You will come out anyway because it's on the A string in any case, but you don't have to. Okay?
All right, sure.
Save it for the C string. 40. Don't look at it. Give it out. More. Take your time. Let him lead a diminuto. Good. Now the only thing is, it was much better. The only thing is that, where were you? This one is just a little bit too soft.
Too soft.
Oh, I like this smiley face. It's very appropriate here. Yes, it's good. We're back to major. Oh, that's nice. Okay, good. But let him lead the crescendo and the diminuendo here.
Sure.
We're just along for the ride in this case. All right. All right. Let's see. How am I doing? Okay, 2 minutes. Let's see. Let's see. Can you do number 54?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Oh, you don't have bar numbers anymore. Oh, sorry.
Bar numbers?
Yeah, bar numbers. Yeah, number 50. No, it's okay. Actually, it's 51.
Sure.
Just want to get to the harmony change. Let him lead. Right, you can change that much more. How are you going to change that color?
Contact point?
Contact point, and what else can you do? Many things you can do.
Vibrato?
Yeah, exactly. You kept the vibrato exactly the same. So immediately, oh, totally new different direction we're going, and then into D major, this kind of idealistic key, right? Coming up. Mm-hmm. So just try once more, the same bar.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Now you're 3 against 4. Now here, yes, but here's the difference. You're not crossing here, even though you had it before. Can I play you the? I don't know what bar that is. Sorry, it's 56 or something. Yeah. You know where it is. Okay, so. Dreamy. And then you have this extremely serene stuff coming up. Mm-hmm. All right, try once more that bit.
That's from.
It's the first time that happens.
56,
so
the D major?
yes,
okay.
Exactly. Not portamento, just cross. Still be legato. Dreamy. Now you have the pianissimo. Listen to him. Now you can crescendo. Good sound. Very good. No percussion. Oops. very strong, but no percussion.
Okay.
Can I do that bit with you? 65? Leave yourself room to dim. And show him well where you want to put that note. Good. Do that bit. 65? Yeah. No percussion. Yes. Leave yourself room to diminuendo. Not too soft yet. Let him do it. Now show him well. Show him. Yes. And this one too. Shh. Let it fade into nothing. You can hold it a little longer too when you play it through. Bravo. Very nice work. Great. Thank you so much.
Today I think Miss Weilerstein worked specifically on kind of the different colors that I can get in different states of relaxation in the second movement. And kind of being different from the technical work that I do with my teacher, I got a feeling of kind of the full value of the piece rather than just these little snippets that I'd been working on. And I could really put it together at this point.